like it's amazing that a show ending can have such a great impact or trigger such an emotional response from us. Once you kind of like develop a connection with a character, with a group of characters, or like with a storyline, you know that a show is well done if it causes an emotional response from you. Even if sometimes it catches you off guard, something that you never would have watched in the first place. It has happened multiple times to me. I know that The Big Bang Theory was one of them, but that one was like me just liking it from the start. And then obviously like the quality started declining towards the end, but by that time, the emotional connection was already developed. And at that time, I ended up watching because I have this connection to the characters, to the storyline, etc. So I kept watching, and then sometimes the show was great, sometimes not so great, but I mean, like, I was still going through all of the motions with, you know, the characters, which is very interesting. And then with The Office is actually like a big one because for at least 10 years, my friend tried to get me on The Office bandwagon, and I was just like, okay, what do these people do in the office? They just in the office the whole day. I mean, like, I'm in the office the whole day. Like, what do I need to, you know, watch that for? I need something entertaining. I need something. Just like, yo, it's really funny, and you're this boss and whatever. I was like, I'm not really interested in that until I actually discovered it for myself. When she was like, yeah, I told you. So when Michael, who is the boss, starts planning to leave and is going to start a new life somewhere else, now it's like his farewell from the office, I literally like had that massive hot stone in my throat. I was like, oh my goodness, like, as much as I know it is a show, but also like you get so drawn in by the characters, who they are, and like the way that they actually play this character. Even it's like, oh my goodness, there is going to be something that's missing from the show. This person is leaving, you know? I feel like goodbyes are not always fun. Also, when it's like the last episode, the show is kind of like closing in now. And I don't know, it just, I mean, even if it's a Netflix show, like, you know, okay, cool, I can replay this over and over and over again. But there's something about kind of experiencing a show for the first time and actually like appreciating it for what it is before the entire storyline kind of like unravels. Because yes, as much as you can rewatch the show over and over and over again to your heart's content, and as much as sometimes it does feel like you are experiencing different characters in different ways, sometimes the person who you felt like was the villain the first time around now becomes the protagonist, and you know, stuff like that. There is definitely something about that last episode where it becomes final, that okay, it is now the end, and then that's when you kind of like decide, I'm not letting go, or you're gonna let go and maybe come back a little later. And some shows have a very good way of wrapping the series up, and then some shows not so much.